Alright, what up guys? James here, aka the Pomp, and today I'm back here again because me and you need to have a talk. Basically, I want to get the matter settled on oil-based versus water-based pomades. We're not going to have some scientific talk about like the chemistry or the formulation of the two products because that's out of the scope of what you guys need to know to style your hair. What we're going to talk about is basically my perspectives on the comparison of the two types of products. So first off, we'll go ahead start off with just a basic definition. So we're talking about basic oil-based products. They are oil-based in the sense that they are not water soluble. I mean, technically everything's soluble in water to some extent, but for the most part, as far as you need to know, you can't take them out in one shower. As in, even if you shampoo, condition, you won't be able to get the pomade out of your hair in just one shower. It might take 2, 3, or maybe even like 5 or 7 if you're using a really like heavy thing. Now, water-based products are the opposite in terms of that. They are water-based and therefore water soluble. They should be able to shower out and remove in one shower. Like, you should be able to like take it out completely, even without shampoo or anything. You should be able to remove it with just water. And so that is the basic like difference between the two. Now, in terms of styling, oil bases tend to be slicker, have more shine, and just basically allow a more natural pompadour, just because like in comparison to like water-based products, oil bases, they don't dry, they have like movement to them, and their hold is based on the wax content in the product. So oil bases are made of like 3 basic things: petroleum or some sort of like grease, some form of wax, and a fragrance. And oil bases are typically a lot simpler, and so they are typically deemed more natural and a lot more like classic or traditional. Water bases, on the other hand, are a result of our modernity, and so we now have products that are super convenient, can be washed out. The only sacrifice is typically with the standard one, you can't style as natural of a pompadour just because the product is very gel-like for the most part, and so you get a taller because there's a better like strength to weight ratio among water-based products. However, you sometimes lose a bit of like the naturalness. However, because I mean we live in a time that we do now, and it's been around long enough, we expect some new development to kind of minimize the amount of sacrifices, and so we now have these amazing new like water-based products that actually never dry, and you can style a perfectly natural pompadour exactly like an oil-based product. So in terms of styling between the two, like there is a distinct difference. Oil-based, slick, shiny, natural, and like that's what you can classify with it. But water bases are more like stronger, they dry, they get crusty for the most part, and they can't really style as natural of a pompadour. However, like with the advancements, like the lines are getting blurred now. There are now water bases that don't dry at all and can style exactly like an oil base. So essentially, like, there are new things out there. It's like happening right now, so keep an eye out for that. And like new products are coming out that blur the line between water based and oil based. Now let's go ahead and talk about convenience again. So oil bases are relatively a lot less convenient. I mean, if you are working in the office and you wear like collared shirts all the time, you can get grease all over your collar, and it's pretty gross. You can wash it out the first few times, but after a while it will start staining, or it will just build up to the point where you can't effectively wash it out too well. Now with water-based products, you still get it on your collar. However, it's easy to wash off, obviously, and also the feel of it is a lot drier. So water-based products feel really dry in your hair. They feel also typically much lighter in your hair, whereas oil bases feel really heavy in your hair, and you do have the greasy feel throughout the day. And so when we talk about like the greasy feel, you'll feel it like on the back of your neck with oil-based products, rather than with water-based products, which is it's completely dry. It feels clean, and it's a lot easier to deal with. Hence why I mean, you shouldn't be afraid, but some people actually are afraid to like use oil-based products, and you really shouldn't. It's not. It's just a minor inconvenience that you may choose to get used to, or you just may be someone who just won't stand for it. Now, most importantly in this video is just the connotation of using either. So this is the main reason why I wanted to have this video, because as I said before, and as I mentioned in like the Suavecito review, there exists like a group of like these purist pomade users who believe they're on some crusade to defend the world from water-based products and to fight for the like the glory and honor of oil-based products. I think it's stupid. I mean, to basically use a product in order to think you're like cool, or rather to base so much of your anger and so much of your like purpose onto defending some like type of hair product against another is actually like pretty stupid. I mean, there is a place for both products. There are a time for oil-based, there are a time for water-based. I use both. I sometimes mix when I need to remove the oil-based product, or rather on some weeks I use oil-based, and some weeks I use water-based. Like, there are times in my life when I switch from one to the other, and I feel like they both have a place. But you will encounter people who are die-hard fans of like one or the other, and typically it's better to just stay in the middle and just pick and choose the best of each, and not have to like confine yourself to such a limiting range of products. Because there are a great world of oil-based products. Typically we have like some classic simple ones where it's just like straight up petroleum, lanolin, like beeswax, and just like oil. You have really simple stuff. But then you have home brewers who are coming out with these crazy like all vegan, all natural ones that are like really light in your hair, petroleum free, or you have these very classic ones with like an amazing scent like Pomp's Not Dead. Like, there are crazy things going on in the oil-based market. It's still classic products, but the home brewers are making these things that are like super unique, clean, and then have like amazing fragrance or something like that. But water-based products, you still have your standard ones like Suavecito, and then you have your refined standard products like Railcar, where it's like still the same like gel like pomade, however it has a beautiful scent. But then you have these amazing new products like Anchor's like Teddy Boy Original, where they don't dry, they style exactly like an oil-based product, and you literally have no sacrifice. You have the best of each side. And then you have these salon products, which are typically like bad, but every once in a while you have like some dude who's like a real dude who actually makes the product and will stand behind it, and it's actually always hard to determine whether they're even water-based or oil-based. But those are another example of something where like the lines of oil-based and water-based are being like blurred into something that's like kind of an optimization of the benefits of either group. And so I basically wanted to do this oil-based versus like water-based video to explain to you guys the basic differences, both in the literal physical like characteristics of either group, and also the connotation, and speak upon my own opinion of kind of like the comparison and the controversy between the two. But other than that, I hope you guys got something from this video. If you guys have any other questions, don't ask because I won't answer. Alright, peace out guys.